Hello, everyone, and welcome to 10 Dead Rats, an old-school stream set in the Warhammer world. Tonight, unfortunately, Fury, player of Trebbiano, is not able to join us. She is off at PAX East, so I hope she's having a good time. And she'll be back with us next week, so we'll see her then. In the meantime, you are stuck with the rest of us. Does anybody else have any other announcements they would like to make to our audience before I get us going?
We went to Tolocon. It was awesome.
That's right. Yes,
I got
several of us
cool
were at
metal-
Tolocon last week.
I got cool metal dice. I'm going to try them out. If they're cursed, I'm never going to use them again.
Excellent.
Heck, those are the same dice I have.
Wait, do you two
right?
have the same dice?
It's the exact same one.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Dice besties.
Wow.
Christian.
This is the kind of this is what we go for.
What's up,
Street.
Christian?
I don't know. I just have a plastic dice.
Wow.
Gotta get on that.
I get it from a huge pile next to me. So
Excellent. All right, great. So let's get rolling then into. I like my pun there. Let's get rolling into our next episode of 10 Dead Rats. When last we saw our party, they had made their way to Altdorf, successfully posing as coachmen, all the way on their way to Altdorf. Made it to the city, stole some clothing from an obnoxious Bretonnian noble who perhaps was out to grift the party.
forgot we did that.
Bruno had his luggage stolen by some urchins in town as they were escorted to their inn of choice. And Indigo observed some strange individuals in the plots scratching their right ear with their left pinky, which he believes to be some sort of secret sign. Or perhaps
it's
just
definitely
some
a
people with itchy ears. Hard to say.
No one's ears are that itchy.
At the end of the episode, I believe Bruno had sat for several hours in the plots, in the Koenig plots, watching the crowds go by, hoping desperately to catch sight of some ne'er-do-wells. Unfortunately, never did, and so finally, after a long vigil, returned to the inn with the others. You all spend a night at the inn. Do you guys get a... I don't know if we established this, but did you get a private room, or are you sleeping in the common room?
Well, now I have no money, so
I think
I
Indigo sleeps in
myself
the common
suddenly
room.
broke.
Common room then?
I
Well,
guess I sleep in the
think-
common room.
I think for our plans, we need to hide Indigo away. So,
Oh,
Hmm,
yeah.
that is
So,
true. He
I'll pay
has
for-
to do a change.
Yeffy will pay for a private room.
Excellent.
And she'll just, like, kind of stare at you guys the entire time as she's handing her money over.
The private room here at the Witch's Cauldron costs a mere 2 shillings. It's not the nicest inn in town.
Oh, water
Did
dance.
ask for
Great.
atmosphere.
But at least you have the room to yourselves, and you're able to outfit Indigo as you see fit.
Nice.
great.
Dress up. Yeah.
Alright.
Time for a makeover.
Yeah.
Got some
Let's
fancy
do,
pants here. I may or may not have spilt stuff on them.
What kind of stuff?
I had fancy pants once.
Just stuff?
Just stuff, you know.
Now I got no pants. No shirts, no nothing.
Bruno,
no
no,
socks.
no one cares about your pants.
You've got
Okay,
pants.
we're talking about
Bruno.
Indigo's pants right now.
You're wearing them.
Yeah.
Also,
You're
yeah,
past
we're
the
talking about
evening.
my pants.
Listen, we'll figure out where your stuff went. We'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Well, we'll
We'll
figure
go-
it out. Don't care how many children I have to murder.
Whoa,
I mean,
whoa,
the
buddy.
cost.
Calm down there.
Interview. How many children have to be spoken strongly to?
It's a little better.
Give 'em
Yikes.
a little surgery dagger.
Yikes. It's a yikes from me.
Oh, Let me go. Why don't we take that picture out and we'll try to do your hair, I guess. Or,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. My other skill. Hang on a second. Let me just pull out the barber dagger. Here we go.
I believe though the barber dagger was in your pack.
Son of a bitch. All right. We'll just have to
Two
use the
comb and
surgery
dagger.
dagger. All
I
right.
don't know.
No,
if
no,
I
no. It's
want
no big deal.
the
It's
surgery.
fine. I spit on it to give it nice and clean and sterile. There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
that's lovely.
All right. Let's
what if I
carve
just
this
go to-
mustache. What?
I think Herr Lieberung has favored a mustache in recent days.
No. It looks like he's clean shaven. We gotta.
Well, yeah, we don't know when this portrait was taken. Ages ago, surely.
But
Fashions
can't
have
go in.
changed.
You can't go in with a portrait of a guy without a mustache, and you've got a big old mustache. People are gonna be like, "That guy's wearing a phony baloney mustache. He's trying to con me."
yeah, you can't just
No.
put makeup on top of the mustache and then try to convince everyone that you don't have the mustache.
I think
Just
could
because you
do
don't
that.
want to keep it.
keep the mustache. It is a normal thing. Us humans do.
All right, we'll
Grow
shave it off
facial
when
hair.
we get closer. But we gotta adjust the hair. We gotta coif and curl.
All
Ooh,
right,
we should
well-
get you some perfume.
Definitely need
Ooh.
some perfume
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
are smelly.
Smelly. We gotta make you smell a different smelly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the kind of smelly where you've covered it up with perfume, but you still haven't bathed.
Huh.
Yeah. Maybe you should.
I'm
go-
glad I have you two with me during this whole ordeal. I would never be able to figure these things out.
You should just get some shut eye, get some rest, and Bruno and I will come up with the perfume
Yeah.
plan. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we need to montage real quick where you come out wearing parts of the clothes and we go,
Yeah, there should,
and then
there
you
should
come
be a
out in
whole
different
montage.
clothes. Yeah, and we're reading newspapers and we go,
Tilt the hat.
yeah, yeah.
It's only 2 outfits. So.
Well, then, I mean, then you go back to the first one and we're like, well, I guess that's it then. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that mustache has to go.
the mustache has to go, though.
Has to go.
That's an excellent point.
So you spend the better part of the morning dressing, undressing, redressing, and eventually are happy with the presentation of Indigo as a merchant or at least upper class individual. Castor
Yeah.
Lieberung, apparently, as he is to be known from here on out.
That's me.
How close do we feel we got?
Pretty close, actually. Looking
Okay.
at the portrait that you have,
Ooh, good.
you think, yeah, he could pass.
All right, Castor. Welcome to
Right. Yes.
yeah, being you. That's right. Oh yeah, you better get used to that.
Great.
Castor Lieberung.
And what do you guys want to do?
Well,
Right, we don't really have a plan, do we?
yeah. Well, we do know we have to get a few more items. We have to get you perfume, so you
Right.
smell rich, and we probably need to change your shoes
Oh.
because I didn't take the dead man's shoes.
He's not dead.
You killed him?
Correct.
What?
He
No,
didn't
what?
die.
What? Whoa! Wait, the guy in the carriage wasn't dead.
No,
The
no,
one
no.
that looked
Oh,
like Indigo?
him.
I think
Oh, I
Castor.
didn't. No. I'm not talking about. I didn't steal.
Oh,
some-
okay,
she was
okay.
probably like a size like 17, and you're a size 12. You know, I mean, like, how lucky could we get with shoe sizes? But I didn't take the dead guy who was in the. The dead
Weird,
guy in the carriage. Cheers,
weird
you know,
two random sizes to pick. It's not.
That makes sense.
17 and 12. Yeah, I don't know.
You know, Warhammer sizes.
Right. Oh yeah. perfect.
Imperial versus versus Bretonian sizes is always
Okay,
complicated.
so we need 2 shoes, 1 for each foot, both in the correct size. Perfume,
Yeah.
fancy,
And now we got to figure out where
all my worldly possessions.
We got to figure out where this guy lives. We got to figure out who he's close to. We got to figure out who has the will, right?
I think we just have to show up. I don't know that we want to scam this too. Like,
Do you
we
know
don't
where
make
to
this
show
too
up to?
complicated. Yeah, I think so. It's in the document, which I I have ready to go. I'm not just looking it up right now because I was unprepared or anything. Skip that
Reading
real
is hard.
quick.
It takes a while.
It does,
I can't
yeah.
get the hang of
Gotta
it.
rummaging through my bag. I gotta pull this out.
I don't think it was in your bag, Bruno.
Oh, that's right. I'm not rummaging through my bag. Oh, Christ.
I think Yeppy had it.
Rummaging through Yeffy's bag.
Yeah,
Hey,
perfect.
which is more like my pockets. Listen,
A
I
lot of
understand.
melted chocolate
I
in here.
understand that we had that moment in time, but that close.
I don't know what you're talking about. If I did, it would seem like something that both parties agreed never to speak of again, though. So, but I don't, so it's fine.
Here's
Were
the
you able
letter.
to find?
I have it. Yes. I'm herewith charged sole beneficiary. Yes, I pull it out. Aha. Baronet's last will and testament. I, the undersigned, acting in my capacity as legal executive of the aforementioned first part, therefore urge you to make your way with all speed to my offices in the fair town of Bogenhaven. Thereupon, providing that you can produce an affidavit of your identity as Castor Aloysius Lieberung, signed by 2 witnesses, which we have, we shall be pleased to hand over the contents of the Baronet's Manor House. So all we need is the things we already have.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus perfume, 2 shoes, 1 for each foot, and all my worldly possessions.
Okay, so I guess first on the menu is getting your worldly possessions, I suppose.
That was definitely first on my list. I'm glad we're all in agreement.
Have you ever stolen anything?
Yeah.
Just hearts.
Oh.
Yeah? Half your lady hearts? Yeah? With my good
Yeah.
looks and charm?
We don't talk about that, Bruno.
Oh my god.
Anyway, when you steal stuff,
we-
you tend to try to hawk off different items in
What?
different locations. So they wouldn't have just sold your bag in one go. They would have spread it out if they're smart. They could be dumb.
Somebody's hawking my prized barber dagger right now?
Yeah, most likely just stuffing them in some bags and
Probably not.
taking some chocolates or whatever they're going to get for it. And
Is that how it usually works? Don't
yeah.
you sell it for money? Are they not? They're just trying to give it away.
No, they'll sell it for money. If they can get it. But if it's like a really hot item they can't get rid of, they'll hawk it.
All my items are hot.
Are they, though?
I had so many extra socks.
I don't think anyone really is in the market for halfling socks.
They're really comfortable
Halflings are.
socks.
Little babies, people with very small feet.
All right, so you head out into town. Sounds like you're heading into
Yes.
town. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you guys here in the handout section. I'm sending you a map of Altdorf, and I will show it here for our friends at home to see. Gets a little cut off there on the right side. Apologies, but this is the map of Altdorf. You guys have entered from the northernmost gate, and if you follow that main road down, you can sort of see a clear open space where a couple other roads wide off, and that is the Königplatz. As you
Okay.
follow that road continually to the south and a little bit to the west, there eventually crosses a large bridge. There are many bridges in Altdorf, in fact, more than are pictured here in this map that we're looking at. The city is a very crowded, cramped-feeling city. The buildings have clearly evolved over time, built on top of buildings, buildings expanded over time. There are many little islands and whatnot that jut into the river that folks have built bridges to, whether big construction of large stone expanses to anything as small as just a plank of wood connecting 2 bits of land that people tromp across. This particular bridge, though, is quite large. In fact, so large that people have placed buildings upon it. So it forms a very narrow street across the river with crowded, cramped little buildings along it. And all of the buildings from the Königplatz all the way down to that bridge, it's just lined with taverns. Tavern after tavern after tavern. Your tavern is here amongst them. And you just looking down, you just see sign after sign after sign, and you understand now why when you first arrived in town, there were so many hawkers in the plots trying to bring you down here, because clearly there are many different establishments all vying for the custom of travelers.
Oh, well, so where do we start?
We could talk to the bartender.
Of the witch's cauldron?
Sure.
What are we gonna ask? Like, where do you buy stolen
We're the
goods?
hawkers that work for the witch's cauldron.
Well, we thought that kid didn't work for the inn,
He probably
right?
doesn't.
He was
Might.
just scamming us.
Oh,
Fair.
I
One
should
of
take a
them-
moment to say, just for a word of explanation for our viewers, Trebbiano in the morning wakes up
Oh.
splotchy and ill-feeling. He has come across a terrible cold, hacking cough and congestion, and very tired, and small little red welts appear all over Trebbiano's face, and as he kind of leans up out of bed, you can all see Bruno. You've seen this before. This is the Eastern Pox.
He's got the pox. He's not gonna make it. Oh,
Like
yeah,
today or ever.
No. That's the Western pox. He'll be fine in a couple of days. Yeah. Close call though. Easily misdiagnosed, but fortunately one with the surgical skills of myself never makes a mistake.
Trebbiano just sort of groans and grumbles something indecipherable. And grabs a cup of coffee from the counter, drinks it down, and then climbs back into bed and is quickly snoring again.
Yeah, classic Eastern pox symptoms.
Well, he'll be fine here.
The welts,
We
the
got
snores,
things to do in town anyway.
the vomiting. Okay, well as long as he's cool to vomit on his own. Yeah.
No
Let's,
vomit. Trebbiano is just head cold, pure, incredibly stuffy, and
that's right.
and
That's
marked
the
with
Western
little
pox.
pock
Man.
marks.
Easy to mix those up. Would you believe they have totally different treatments too? That if you try to treat the Eastern pox like it were the Western pox, like I was just doing, instant death. Yeah, the funny
Instant, huh?
Well, I mean, after a lot of horrific pain, but
Maybe
I mean,
let's
really, the most pleasant of them, of course, is the unplugged pox.
Boo.
We could just see if the bartender has some odd jobs for us.
I want to do.
Odd jobs. Oh, shut up. Will you just take a hint, man? I mean,
no,
like...
I'm still puzzling on the unplugged pox thing. I'm not. My brain. I'm not ready for another euphemism here. Odd job.
What do you mean, Yeffy?
Like crime.
I mean crime. I mean,
Oh. That way we can get to know the criminals, little
Yeah.
criminal children. Maybe I can pose as a criminal child, and
probably
I can
could.
hump my way in. Yeah, get them from
Yeah.
the inside.
Yeah.
All right,
You know.
all right. So I also need a child's disguise.
What? No, you're
I
fine.
don't think you do.
Done.
Let's just go talk to the bartender.
I look like a grown halfling. What do you mean I don't need a disguise?
Indigo, you call for the landlord, and you see the gentleman approach you that you spoke with last night, that you purchased your rooms and your food from. His name, he says, is Berthold Newman. He's kind of hunched over a little bit. He's balding on the top. Seems to be perpetually polishing something with a really disgusting, dirty rag. Yes. How can I help you? Do you wish to extend your stay?
Herr Newman, yes,
Yes.
we shall be staying here for at least another night, probably longer.
Oh, good, good.
I did want to inquire, though. We were led here, me and my compatriots, were led here by a very fine
Horrible child.
a very fine advertiser of your establishment, and we were wondering if we could learn more about this.
You mean one of
Man.
the porters from the plots?
Yes.
I mean, they're not to be trusted. They're all thieves.
Oh.
Horrible children.
Did they steal from you?
Yes.
I'm
they-
terribly sorry.
yes.
Such is life in Altdorf, my friends. You could, I suppose, go down to Empire House and register a complaint, but it's unlikely to get very far.
Yeah.
Where do these porters, congregate to get rid of their, misappropriated goods?
Oh, I'm. When they get rid of their goods, I don't know. I suppose that they sell them to somewhere. Perhaps if one looked for some pawn shops in the mercantile district, is there a specific item of value that you're trying to reclaim? I suppose.
Let me just, sentimental value. It looks like mostly, but the sentiment is very high.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
And
Well,
grappling hook costs
Altdorf is a
pretty
city of
penny,
many
yeah.
glories. There's, they say that he who grows tired of Altdorf grows tired of life. There's so much to be had here. I'm sure that anything you have lost can be regained. Go and visit the mercantile district, perhaps. Visit the shops.
Yeah, see, that would be fine, except they also took all my money.
Oh,
Listen,
that's-
Bruno,
Started
Bruno.
fresh here. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll go to the mercantile group and we'll see if maybe I could sell my stockings and you could have money.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh. Odd
We'll
job.
make ends.
Got it.
We'll make ends meet, buddy. Don't worry. Okay.
I got it.
I think
Okay.
perhaps I
Okay.
should ask for tonight's payment for your room in advance.
Is it because I said I had no money?
Well,
That doesn't seem fair. You weren't going to ask for it until I said that.
I
That's
pay him the
discriminatory.
the 2 shillings.
you give him his 2 shillings. He bites one. All right. Is there
yes,
anything
well,
else I
let
can
us-
help you with, my friend?
I think that's...
Oh, we're looking for a good cobbler.
A cobbler.
Oh,
Oh yes,
Yeah.
there are plenty, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cobbler's too big of a word. Looking for a shoe guy.
Of course. There's a halfling named Crumwick. Makes a very fine shoe.
oh.
Oh.
Yes.
They're just funny because
Lovely.
halflings don't wear shoes.
Well, he has very deft fingers and
Huh.
does not the hobnails do not poke into my soles overmuch. I would recommend him.
I mean, halfling
well, thank
craftsmanship,
you.
that's legendary.
I think that's all we need.
Oh, and a perfume... someone who makes perfumes.
Oh. That is a less frequent request. Perfumes, you say? I admit I don't buy any such things myself.
I didn't notice.
Perhaps the southern end of the mercantile district is generally where one finds the higher end goods.
All right.
But I thought you didn't have any money.
He doesn't. He
Uh,
doesn't.
Yes,
Right,
that's right.
right.
Will you sell your stockings? You said
Yes.
for
Yeah.
perfume. Well, good luck with that.
Oh, and of course our friend is quite wealthy. Yeah.
Oh well,
Yeah.
then.
Right, Castor. Yeah.
Oh yes,
Obviously.
Indeed. Oh yes.
Money to
Castor,
spread around,
Castor, make
yeah.
me a fellowship check.
Oh, yes, that's me. I'm Cass. Yes.
Oh my God.
Our plan will go so well.
Absolutely.
God damn it, Christian.
I got a 5.
Yes. He looks you up and down and he goes, "Oh, quite wealthy, are you? Well, good
I
luck."
kind of like fluff up some ruffles on
Yeah.
somewhere.
I think
Great, thank you.
Backwards.
Well, all right, we've harassed
Let's
this
go
guy enough, I
shopping.
guess.
Let's go to the mercantile.
Okay.
Oh my
so,
God,
Yes,
shopping.
heading southeast out of the Königplatz, leads into the eastern part of town, and there's a large. You just quickly find yourself many streets and alleyways winding here and there with variety of different shops of various kinds. Every which one has a large sign out front, usually displaying a large picture of what it is they have for sale. Some of these shops are being actively patronized, whereas others, you can tell that the shopkeepers seem to hover in their doors, watching people go by and trying to tempt them in occasionally with a cry of their goods available for sale. Is there anything in particular you are looking for first?
Exciting. Should we go to Crumwick's?
You can get the shoes first, sure.
Okay, you
Sure.
head down. You look for a sign of a boot or shoe, and you find it actually fairly quickly. You head down, and you see a nice big sign with the picture of a shoe out front, and you see a halfling within seems to be working on a shoe and fitting it on someone's foot, and you think that must be it, and you head on in there. And the halfling looks up at the three of you as you enter, and he says, "Oh, just a minute, I'll be right with you." And he finishes what he's doing, and the person says, "Oh, now walk up and down, walk to and from the door there." And the person, the woman whose shoe is fitting, she walks back and forth. He goes, "Oh yes, a perfect fit." She says, "It's a bit tight in the toe." No, it's perfect. It's perfect. Some money changes hands, and the lady leaves, and she's kind of hobbling a little bit, but she seems to think that that's all right. And the halfling turns to you. "Ah, what can I do for you, my friends? You have come for fine footwear from I've forgotten my name already. From Crumwick.
Yes, I have. I've heard you're the finest.
Nicer footwear anywhere in the Empire. Boots,
That's-
shoes, sandals. What is it you need?
Sandals. That sounds.
I need a fine shoe.
Oh,
A shoe for going about in.
A shoe that matches
Tell
his
me-
outfit.
tell me, sir. Indigo, make me a fellowship test.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, another 5.
Yes, I can tell your clothes don't fit you well at all, my friend. You clearly, you've come to the right place. Start from the bottom and work your way up, eh? Excellent.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
lost a lot of weight recently. He's been on a diet.
Oh, congratulations, sir.
yeah.
You're looking quite trim.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes. Now tell me, are you happy with your stature?
What do you mean?
Would sir prefer to stand a bit taller amongst his peers, or?
Taller, definitely taller.
Oh yes, okay. So a good size to you. He starts
Not too
rummaging around.
tall. I don't want to be towering over folks.
Well, we all want to be as tall as possible. That's,
He comes out with a very ornate-looking shoe with like a huge 2.5-inch heel on it. Oh, how is this? How does this suit?
This I think is too much.
Too much,
I
is
wouldn't
it?
want to. I intend to wear this shoe during the day, as I do my business, and I don't wish to. This shoe is definitely not appropriate for that. This I would wear to a fine court, maybe, but
I see.
not
Well,
for a
sometimes
daily wear.
one must do business during the day and be fashionable in the night. Perhaps we'll set that one down to the side here, and perhaps sir would like a few pairs. And he goes and he rummages out, and eventually comes out with a more sensible-looking shoe. Now buckles, sir. Brass.
Oh, absolutely.
Gold, silver?
definitely buckles.
What
Oh,
does sir prefer?
Silver.
Oh, of course. Very good. Okay.
Nice. Ritzy, but not ostentatious.
Okay. So,
Oh, Caster, you sure know.
Indigo, give me another fellowship test, and we'll see how you do in the negotiations, in the haggling.
Come on. Oh my god, I rolled another 3, so it's a 5. I've rolled 3 3s in a row.
Excellent.
All for the same skill. This is what I'm good at.
Yeah, we're not set out on the most sure to fail plan of all time here or anything.
Okay, so he charges you. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. charges you a gold crown and 10 shillings, and you walk away with 3 different pairs of shoes.
Nice.
He's a very good sales
Ah.
halfling. Oh, come again, sir.
Thank you.
You're very
Oh, yeah.
welcome. Always come to Grumwick when your feet are in pain or you wish for the latest fashions. I'm happy to help. Farewell.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess-
halflings. We're
Yeah,
also
well.
charming. You got to watch out. You know.
Yeah, you know, I didn't expect that.
Yeffy, this
What?
takes a while.
Yeah.
Bruno and Indigo are talking to the shopkeep for some time. You grow a little bored. Give me an intelligence test, Yeffy.
God, I'm sorry. 7.
Okay.
That would
great.
be a 7.
Okay.
Killing it tonight.
So
Yeah.
So you're kind of hanging out in the shop door, and you see you're just sort of watching the people walk up and down the street. Maybe perhaps looking to see if there are any good marks here in this district.
Mm-hmm.
You notice a gentleman walk by, dressed similarly to Indigo, although he looks a little more comfortable in his clothing. And there's just something that strikes you familiar about him, but you can't quite place it. But you feel like you've seen him before.
Okay.
And then in a moment, there's sort of there's a lot of people moving up and down the street, and so the moment passes, and then you're like, where'd that guy go? And
I can't
you
trail
lost
him.
sight of him.
Was he? I guess I didn't have enough time to really look at him, but
He was human male, dressed as nicely as Indigo is dressed.
similar kind of style. Did he have a French accent?
Well, you didn't hear him say
Yeah.
anything, and you just saw the stockings and the shoes, and he's holding a cane, and he had tails on his coat and whatnot, and so.
Was he better dressed than Indigo?
What's that?
Does he better dress than Indigo?
He just seems perhaps more comfortable in those clothes. Indigo, throughout the morning, has been walking around in the clothing, but like looking at him, you could kind of tell that Indigo is not used to
Yes.
dressing this nice and doesn't really belong.
Okay, we need to
Clothes are wearing
practice
me.
the sachet.
I like to imagine I'm still walking as if I was wearing like armor and a sword at all times.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
yeah, it's very much like that, and kind of this
yeah,
Listen,
big
Indigo, we gotta work on your walk.
trying to stop.
Uh,
What?
You need to work on your walk. You look at
What do you
these.
mean work
people.
on my
Like,
walk?
look at that fancy lady over there. No, not that lady. Look at that fancy gentleman over there. That guy. Look at that guy. See how like he looks like maybe there's something stuck up his tush.
Yeah,
Or-
it looks like I could take him in
yeah.
a fight easy.
Yeah.
Looks
You need to look
easily
like that
robbed.
guy.
No. Caster, you have people to fight for you now.
I-
Not us, but other people.
uh,
Presumably, you don't need to get into fights. You can
I'm
sashay
not-
your little butt all over the place.
I guess.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
try to
I'll
adjust- I'm gonna
I'll
try.
try.
I'm gonna just try adjusting Indigo's clothes, just make sure that they fit a little bit better.
Okay. You do your best to try and help him look a little more comfortable, and the three of you head back out into the street. Where's your next stop?
Give us a little sachet, Indigo.
Yeah, let's go look.
Yeah. Oh,
Look, it's just.
Ah.
well, much. Tone it down. Oh my God.
Not too much.
Tone it
Not
down
too
a little
much.
bit. Yeah. Yeah. Now.
Are you,
It's like,
are you just strutting about in front of the cobbler, or
Yeah, I think
are
so.
you trying to head
I think
somewhere?
I'm just walking back
We're
and forth.
just, yeah.
Hey, better.
Look a bit like a paralyzed goose, but that's fine. Yeah.
Oh,
Why don't we go to the nicer part of town, and you can watch some people walk.
Yeah.
Great.
We'll
idea.
lift you some perfume, and we'll maybe see if there's some other people who also stick out there who aren't supposed to be there. Yeah? I'm sorry, let me be more, Yeffy, sorry, being really, stupid tonight. Let's go find some thieves stealing rich people's junk. and like
Perfect.
track them back and then like whack them.
Oh, that's pretty good. I guess I can get new stuff instead of my old crappy stuff. If I were to replace it all with better things, that would be good.
Sure, or that too.
Yeah.
But that's
Bruno,
the
why
point,
don't
right?
you just buy new things?
I don't have any money. My money was in my bag with all
Kept
my
your
other
money in your
things.
bag?
What do I look like? I have a purse? Yeah, I kept it in my bag.
Oh,
That's where I
you gotta
keep all
sew it
my
into your
things.
clothes.
Okay, I'm walking towards the southern part of the mercantile district,
Great.
towards where the perfume might be, and
Excellent.
I'm keeping a lookout for pickpockets.
Roll me an intelligence test, Yeffy.
Oh God, why do I suck so much at this? I rolled an 8.
Okay.
These little dice are failing me.
You do find your way eventually. There's a few misturnings, you spend some time. Eventually, you get hungry and you stop at a pie cart, and you all get some pies, some little meat
Nice.
pies to have to tide you over for lunch, and then eventually, finally, find your way down into the nicer part of the mercantile district, where you can find indeed there are some nicer shops and a higher class of clientele. And you start to see people that look more like the type of person that Indigo is attempting to imitate. You're looking for a perfume shop.
Yeah, Indigo, you should just watch some of these people. Look at how they're walking. Listen
Yeah.
to some of their conversations. Try
Yeah.
not to fall asleep during their conversations. Figure out how they talk. We'll go get the perfume.
Okay.
Bruno, roll me an intelligence test, please.
Ooh. Nine.
9. Excellent.
So increasingly better.
Yo.
Yeah.
So the three of you continue to try and look around for some kind of perfume shop. Eventually, at one point, you accidentally walk into a glassware shop. Realize that's wrong. There's some confusion with the shop owner, and eventually, finally, as the day is starting to drag on, you're getting worried that you're never going to find someplace. Finally, you get this whiff of lavender as you're walking down another street, and you see a shop sign with like the classic glass container with the bulb on one end, and you head over there, and indeed you see there's a well-dressed looking lady sitting at a table in this shop, and as you approach the door, you just get waft after waft of fairly overpowering floral scents, and it makes you just all the more aware of how much the city actually smells terrible. You realize that you've become accustomed to this regular smell of urine and sweat and dung and smoke, and now you're getting assaulted with this overpowering floral scent as you approach this shop.
Ah, much better.
Yeah.
Or at least different. Okay, so what's our plan here, you know? Yeffy, you're the
The plan
prime
is
expert.
that we're...
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah.
You do a fine job yourself, sir. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
It's more of a hobby for me, though.
All right. Well, I think we should browse. Maybe talk a little bit about what we're looking for. Get something that we're not looking for, and not pay for it.
Okay, that's a broad plan, but all right.
Yeah. So, like, my poor grandma has died recently, and her
Ah.
favorite scent was perfume Fufu de la Rose Petal.
Okay.
Good. I don't know if that's a good perfume name. I don't know.
No,
You know
that
what?
seems about right.
And
Well, see, Indigo and I have spent our lives working as mercenary soldiers, so we're pretty familiar with perfume. So we should nail this, I think.
yeah, I think you should maybe cause a distraction.
Okay.
Maybe. 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 Maybe
Oh.
Maybe talk a lady up. Start talking a lady up. While she's talking that lady up, I just get some perfume, and we go. I stick it in one of my pockets.
Okay,
Boom.
so
Perfume,
me and
done.
Indigo, I mean Castor, will go up. We'll do a little distraction.
Oh, I thought I was
And-
supposed to be following
That's just
people.
people whopping.
Yeah.
Oh,
people-
he's people watching. Okay,
Yeah, you
solo
got this,
distraction.
Okay.
No problem.
So-
Here we go.
So, if I have this right, Indigo is outside people watching to try and understand how
Yeah.
rich people move.
Yep. I'm gonna
Bruno is
like.
going into the shop to distract the shopkeeper while Yeffy tries to obtain some merchandise.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Let me start with Indigo. Indigo, give me an intelligence test.
Sure. I'm good at this one too. Let's see if I can get another 5. 14.
Okay,
Ooh.
so you're watching people walk up and down the street, and you're like, oh, you gotta walk more daintily, and hold your shoulders back, and look like something uncomfortable is poking you in the ass. I see, and you feel like you're starting to get it. Bruno, give me a fellowship test as you go in and try to distract the owner. You see a older-looking woman with a big bun on top of her head, wearing very formal garb. And as you approach her, you get a much stronger smell of that floral scent. And she looks she looks across at you because she's sitting at the table and you're standing. So she looks across her table where she's got various items, ingredients, like the sort of thing one might make perfume out of, as well as a few small bottles sitting in front of her. And she says, "Oh, welcome to Matilda's." Welcome, my dear.
Oh, hello, my good madam. A 12. That's not bad.
Is that your total 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am here shopping for an perfume. One perfume.
Oh, excellent. And what odors make you happy? What do you think of when you close your eyes and imagine yourself in the most delightful of locations?
Oh.
Tell me what comes to mind? What memories infuse your soul?
Ooh.
What do you see? Where are you? Describe the place to me
Thinking-
and describe the smell.
Yes. Little hobbit hole.
Oh.
Very earthy. A lot of dirt. Ooh, yeah, that
Maybe
dirt
perhaps
smells.
a hint of grass.
No, that's all outside. We keep the grass outside.
Oh,
It's
indoors,
nice.
indoors. Perhaps a worked oil, a wood, varnish smell in addition to the earthy
yeah, and then,
undertones. Okay, so
A baking pie. Ooh.
So Bruno's actually doing a pretty good job here, Yeffy. You can see that he and the woman are talking, and as they do that, they've actually got their eyes closed as they're imagining these locations and talking about these places. And you're like, all right, I've got this. So why don't you go ahead and give me a sleight of hand, see if you can lift a bottle or two.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that's above a 10, people. It's a 13 plus agility. That's +1 for agility, and then there's another plus for sleight of hand, right?
Yep.
So 15. 15.
Excellent.
15. I got it in the
Nice.
teens. It's in the teens, everyone.
We're doing it.
Excellent. You're walking along. You look at one shelf. You kind of deftly slide a bottle into your pocket. You look over at Bruno and the owner of the shop. They're continuing to have their conversation. You're feeling very confident. You go over. You grab another bottle. You've got 2 in your pocket. Look over. They're still talking. You're like, I've got this. This is great. Now you're feeling really confident. You reach over to grab a third bottle, and just as you do, like another hand is reaching for the same bottle, and you have that little moment of like accidentally brushing hands, and you look over and you see there's a gentleman there, very nicely dressed, big wig, big ruff on his neck, and he looks at you and he says, "Excuse me, madame." And you look up, and you definitely, you're like, is that the same guy? Roll me an intelligence test.
Sucker. It's a 19, which makes it an 18.
Excellent.
Ooh.
You're sure this is the guy you saw on the street before, and he looks incredibly familiar to you. There's something about him, so he seems inordinately young to you. He's got to be in his late 20s, early 30s, but but for some reason you were expecting him to be older and perhaps more gaunt. But he's young and he's flush of face. He's got a round face. He's very well dressed, and he's holding a cane in his left hand, and he's reaching out for his right hand with the bottle. And he says, "Oh, sorry, madame. After you."
Oh my god.
Wait, it's daytime, right?
It is daytime, yes.
Sounds like one of the...
Although you're inside, I don't know. What are you?
Oh, we're inside. We're inside the,
Yep.
the perfume shop.
Mhm.
It's not that. It's not the vampire. It's not the ghost, is it?
It looks kind of like him. Like it certainly, you know what it is? It's the clothes.
Oh, no,
It's the
it's the
clothes that look
ghost!
like him because they're so kind of old and out of style.
Oh no. Pardonnez-moi. Cipriano taught me that.
Oh,
is this-
bilingual are we? Very fancy. You are quite an enchanting young lady.
It's Matt Berry, the
My
ghost.
dear, please tell me what is your name?
My name's Deborah.
Deborah. Deborah, that is a delicious name.
Yeah. Popped in.
He holds out his hand as if to take your hand and kiss it.
Oh, you don't want to do that, you know. Is this your fragrance? Is this your scent?
I'm
is-
not sure. I'd like to try it. Perhaps you would dab a bit upon my neck. He stretches out his neck. Perhaps.
It's like one of the, I think it's ode de garlic.
Oh, really? How unusual.
It's not. I think it's something else. I'm just gonna dab him slowly with my
Yeah,
long
you kinda-
torsionous fingers. Just
Oh my. Your touch, it's like electricity. My dear, your limbs, they extend at such unusual angles. Tell me, do you think you could choke a man with those legs?
I don't. I've never tried.
My
I
dear,
don't know where I am.
my dear, I'm quite beguiled. I must see you again.
Really?
Come, are you going to the Orlok ball tonight?
Or I
You
don't have
must.
it.
You must. I
Oh.
won't hear of it. You must attend my ball, for I am. Don't tell anyone, but I am Baron Bartholomew Ruprecht Orlok. It is a pleasure to meet you, my dear. Don't
Oh.
tell I'm slumming it.
So am I.
Oh, I should have guessed, but of course.
Probably because of the dress.
Well, my dear.
So, well,
Please.
do I get a +1 or
Hmm?
2? Do I get a +1 or 2, or am I supposed to go stag?
Oh,
Is that what you're? I mean,
bring whoever you want, but I hope it's other ladies, or it will break my heart.
we might be able to swing that.
Excellent. I'll see you tonight.
The Orla, where the address, sir?
Yes, of course.
Come on down to the lab. See what's on the slab.
I feel like I'm in that episode of Star Trek where Beverly Crusher sleeps with the Scottish ghost.
It's it's near the palace, of course. It's on Rose Street, number 12. I'll see you there.
All right, that's lovely. Thank you.
And he leans in and he just takes. See you tonight. And he
Excellent.
walks out of the
stuff
shop.
that I stuffed that third perfume bottle in my pocket.
Excellent, excellent.
I'm like, and I look over at Bruno like, are you done talking to that lady?
Oh. Halfling meatball. What?
Bruno, we gotta go. We gotta go. Oh.
I was just reliving my child. Okay. I'm so sorry, madame. I have to run. But I'll be back for this pie-scented perfume. Goodbye!
Excellent. All right. So, farewell. Yeffy, you do notice when the gentleman left the store, he opens a large parasol and walks outside holding it above his head.
What was that?
Bruno, I think I just got hit on by the ghost. The ghost was here, and it hit on me.
What ghost?
The ghost? You remember the ghost? The ghost! The ghost
From the ship?
that tried to kill me! The ghost who nearly ate me and hurt my leg. And
No.
the ghost... Well, he didn't hurt me like that other guy did. But still, yes, the ghost. And he,
No,
the ghost was here. And
We
he wants
resolved...
to-
No. We resolved that whole problem. That can't... It's not going to crop up again. That's...
No,
We delivered the box.
but we didn't deliver the body.
Because
Because it's having a ball tonight, and it's invited me. And
Oh, that's
you're gonna
very
be my-
polite, considering the nature of our last meeting.
No,
Did,
Bruno. He smelled me like a steak. He smelled me like a rare steak.
Did he look
It
like
was-
he liked it? Like...
He liked it a lot.
Mm.
Like I was a double patty.
Mm.
Bruno. Don't tell anyone this. But you were my first.
Okay, first of all, nothing happened. I smelled you a reasonable amount.
So did he.
We said we never...
I don't know what to do. He wants to go meet the ball. He wants to go to the Orlock estate.
What? The Orlock?
And I'm only
That's
supposed
the
to
name of the
bring
place where we delivered the box.
Yeah. Well, this is a
Oh, he
different
wasn't
one.
in the box. He found his own way there. We shouldn't open the box. I'm beginning to think opening the box was a mistake. And I regret it somewhat. Okay.
Don't regret it. He thinks I'm a steak. He wants a second course meal out of me.
Yeah,
He just invited me to a ball, and he yelled at me. He was all like, "I invite you!" And then I was like, "Oh no!" And then I said, "Can I have a +1?" And he said, "As long as they're women, so we're gonna have to get you guys' dresses because I'm not going alone."
At this point, Indigo comes flouncing up.
Hey guys, look at my walk.
Wow, looking good.
Yeah.
We've developed a different situation over on our end of the adventure.
Oh, I hope it's a good one.
Yeah, it's not. Nope.
Did you get the perfume?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good.
Oh, so not a total loss. Oh, but then Yeffy got hit on by the ghost that we threw off that boat after trying to kill him. He's back. He's apparently young and sexy now.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. See,
That's the least good. How
on
did
the
he...
plus side, let's look at the positives here. He seemed to only be interested in Yeffy,
Okay.
but he did seem to want to eat her. So-
That's bad. That's why
He's
I would
already
chalk that up as
eaten me
on the
once.
bad side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that little nibble. It's kind of the aperitif.
He made weird remarks to me about my body's ability to choke a man or something, and there was weird sexual undertones, and I was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
well,
pretty bad.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta kill him again,
What? No.
right?
Or we
Yeah.
leave. We stroll on out of here. Yeah. He did
He
follow us
all this
like
way.
Yeah.
I gotta point out that he was really loaded the last time we went to his estate, so this estate is probably also very loaded.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Just throwing it out there.
But again, on the negative, he's probably going to eat you. Maybe just a part of you, though.
I don't want to be eaten.
What about
Nobody's gonna get eaten. All right, nobody's getting eaten.
your one leg's pretty messed up still? What if we just offer him that in exchange for not?
No. Bruno, shut up. We'll just kill this guy. All right, we've done it before.
Yeah, and it didn't freaking work.
Do it again.
We didn't even come close. He's better
know.
than ever. Us killing him seems to be the best thing that's ever happened to him.
He does look really fashionable.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's all hot ghosts now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't like thinking. I don't know what feelings I have.
Maybe if we kill him a bunch more times, he'll just keep getting younger until he, like, unbirths.
Disgusting.
Well, it looks like we got like 50 years the first time. I only take one more and then, poof. Back to a fetus.
I mean, mostly
Kind of a good vampire.
We can't have a Yeffy being hunted by a horrible ghost. Like, that is going to screw up whatever else we try to do.
I think she's being courted by a horrible ghost. It's like half hunt, half courtship. Is what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like if you were to go on a date with a cow before you ate it.
Yeah. I'd do that. That sounds nice, yeah.
What would you talk about?
It?
Well, I mean, it's a cow. I mean, cow stuff. I think it would mostly be a silent sort of date. Like, we just kind of enjoy each other's company, and then I'd eat it.
What would you have dinner then on the date? That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
that
the cow would have dinner, and I'd just have a little drink.
That's horrible.
I just have a glass of red wine.
Okay, we should definitely kill this guy. This guy's gonna die.
Well, but if he's a ghost, we can't. We're gonna have to try a lot harder than last time, apparently. And Hans beat the shit out of him.
Last time we didn't know. We weren't ready for what was happening, right? I
had my suspicions while opening the box that something bad was going to happen. I got to admit.
Then why did you? You know what? Never mind. Well, okay, but now we know
Once
exactly.
You start,
we know a little bit more, right? We know that he's here. We know that he wants to eat Yeffy. We know that he's younger, but maybe also more stabbable.
These are essentially the things we knew the last time we fought him, and it didn't seem to help.
Last time, he was way less stabbable. I think if anything, he got easier to get.
Well, he's having a party. I mean, you can't eat someone during a party. That would be a big faux pas.
Unless it was a party full of other ghosts.
Oh, but then they'd probably want to eat us, too, because we'd be the only non-ghosts. Oh, I really don't want to get eaten.
Yeah,
do you think
none of us want to get eaten.
Do you think he smelled me all the way here?
Oh, no, everything's so smelly that he can't, no. No, you smell fine.
I can't smell anything.
Yeah.
Huh.
We're not gonna go, right? We should. I mean, a party sounds nice, but
I mean,
it'd be good to test out your social skills, your newfound walk.
It would be nice, but I would prefer to test them out at a party where one of us wasn't going to be eaten imminently.
Not one of us, Yeffy.
One of us.
Oh, are we doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
What?
You and I, we've got kind of a partnership thing going.
This has become a. This has become
gonna help
group
you get
scare, Bruno.
It's gonna help get your stuff back, Bruno.
Nobody's helped yet.
We had that night together.
We didn't have. I don't know what you're talking about. all we've had is an experience in which a ghost flirted with you, and a very long carriage ride, and totally platonic time where we slept in the same room but in totally different locations in it.
Yeah, totally didn't spoon in the bed. Okay, so
I think our...
Yeah, let's talk about options.
No, you go ahead. You go first.
Okay, so Bruno still doesn't have his stuff, and I just got invited out to be a steak.
I was in the bed first.
You know what? No one cares, Bruno. We've moved on. You know what? I don't think you remember that night like I do. So you might want to drop it. All right. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Anyway.
Everybody wants a little piece of Yeffy. Got it.
Anyway, about this ghost.
Yeah, the ghost.
The ghost.
Oh.
Let's get back on the ghost.
He was very tall.
So what do we... He's very tall, okay.
Very young looking. Kind of handsome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a party tonight.
He's a party, a ball.
There's maybe a second ghost.
Maybe there could be more than one ghost.
Oh. Coffins.
Because there were 2 boxes.
Yeah.
Like I said, it might be his luxury box and his travel box. But there could be 2 boxes, yeah.
Okay, well, let's just go find out how to kill a ghost.
That's no
the
problem.
The bartender said we could find anything in Altdorf, right? Surely we can
just
find
said
something.
we wouldn't get bored.
That's true, but, like, eventually, not getting bored means you go out to kill ghosts.
That checks out. Okay, so where do we start? When is this ball?
Tonight.
Oh, well, that's a tight time frame.
It is in fact, at this point, you notice you've been standing out in the streets, sort of walking around amongst the shops, not really with any destination in mind, just sort of circling as you've had your conversations. And it's pretty late in the afternoon, probably, an hour or 2 from supper time.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so real short time frame.
So, if we're all going, we all need outfits. I have.
That's right. You look great.
Thanks. It's the lock. Yeffy probably doesn't need to change because this ghost is obsessed with her.
I'll go as your valet.
Colleen, what does Yeffy normally wear? What is Yeffy's garb look like?
Well, Yeffy kind of she wears a normal just kind of shirt and pants, and then she wears like these long robes that have like these flowing pockets and stuff like that inside of it. Like I said, she looks a little bit like the old man Jafar from Aladdin. So she's got like, it's not necessarily rags, but they're just like layer and layer of a robe, so that she has things to hide her stuff in.
Right. So perhaps one would be alarmed to discover just how spindly Yeffy truly is underneath all those layers.
That would be quite alarming for some people.
Yeah.
Probably not Bruno because of that one night, but yes.
Right. Excellent.
No,
Was
she was fully dressed.
Bruno, you're wearing the same clothes you wore yesterday because your luggage was stolen. And I assume it's just your normal traveling clothes, which is whatever your sort of mercenary uniform, as it were.
And I also wear a splattered with mysterious substances leather smock.
Okay, excellent. So your working clothes, yeah.
I'll roll up my smock. I'll go jump in the nearest fountain, and I'll just go as Castor's valet.
A very wet valet.
Well, I'll be dry by the time we go to the ball. I'm not going to do it just before we go in.
Oh.
Unless you want to do like, my valet fell in the river on the way over, sorry we're late, so that we can buy more time to study how to kill a ghost.
Well, we could do that. That's a good idea.
Okay, great.
So,
okay,
we have something of a plan. We got to figure out how to kill a ghost.
Right.
We push Bruno into the lake, into a river.
Well, I mean, you don't have
then we
to
go
push
to the
me.
party.
I'll just get it of my own accord. It's my plan. I mean,
we can push you. It's fine.
I don't see why. I'll just hop in.
So, who knows about killing ghosts? What if we go to the Temple of Sigmar Or isn't there a god of death that hates ghosts?
More.
More. Oh, we could go to the Temple of More. They probably know how to kill ghosts.
That's a good idea. Okay, all right. So Temple of More. I'll work on some. Can I have some more jokes?
No, stop. Oh my gosh, puns.
Loosen them up.
Ah.
Anything else we need to do before that?
Oh, there's this horrible child who stole all my stuff, and I need to find him.
All right. Why don't I go find a pawn shop and see how far I can get? On that.
Okay, and we'll go figure out how to kill a vampire.
Ghost.
A ghost.
Ghost.
All right. So you look for a pawn shop now that you've been continuing to roam around the mercantile district.
Yeah.
And you start looking around to see if you can find a pawn shop. Yeffy, you think you spot sort of the telltale signs of a shop just full of random items and the downcast look of the faces of someone leaving the shop, and you go, yeah, that looks like the kind of place.
They're sad. That must be it.
It is getting close to evening, so some of the shops look like they're maybe only going to be open for another hour or so before they start closing down. And you head into the shop, and you can see there's just all kinds of tables just full of weird random stuff. And a wiry man with a big handlebar mustache comes up to you, Yeffy, as soon as you walk in the door, and he says, "Well, what can Merkelmeyer do for you, young dwarf lady? What is it you're looking for? Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you looking for odd items? New, old, used? What is it you need?"
I'm looking for all sorts of things.
Oh,
really?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm from out of town, so sometimes I like coming in, seeing what's new, what's odd, what you got,
So
what's hot.
buying then?
Some hot
Excellent.
things.
Excellent. I have many fine wares.
I also have some items that I would like to rather discreetly get off my hands. And frankly, I've also heard that there's quite a network in town, and I would like to, chat it up.
Roll me a fellowship test, Yeffy.
Very subtle.
Oh, 4!
Our
I'm
fellowship
a bit
is
confused
terrible.
about this network, but I have many goods for sale, and I'm happy to sell you items as well.
Did you get anything from a halfling anytime soon? Like, did it like maybe last night?
I'm sorry.
Like clothes,
Merkel's,
like pants.
Merkelmeyer's confidentiality clause. I don't speak to customers of where the items came from or who has given them up. Sorry,
No, I'm
I
not
cannot
talking
give
about
out
that.
information.
I'm looking for halfling items, like halfling wares. Sorry, you misunderstood me, sir. I don't care where it came from. I never care where it came from. I've got some interesting stuff here too. I also know there's some really good chocolates, and where we can get some chocolates. If that's an item that would be of interest to you, sir.
I'm interested in all manner of goods, all manner.
Mm-hmm.
He starts showing you through. Roll me an intelligence test, Yeffy.
Oh God. 12.
12. So he shows you through, and he's just pitching you on anything and everything. Like, clearly he's just trying to move product, and he doesn't seem to care. He shows you a variety of items. I don't know if there's anything in specific that you're looking for, but after a little bit, you do notice he shows you oh, look at this finely honed dagger. I'm told it could be used. It could be used by a fine craftsman, or perhaps could be used to shave. And he's holding it up, and you're like pretty sure that's one of Bruno's knives.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. Can I see that, sir? I would like
course.
to inspect
He hands it
that item. I'm looking at it. I'm checking it out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pick up a few other things that seem to interest me. I'm going to pick up like a scarf. I'm going to pick up like a coat of some kind. I'm also looking for a fine bag, like a nice backpack, knapsack. Gonna try to describe some of Bruno's bag itself to see if he might have that.
Oh, many
While I'm talking about the
sacks and bags and luggage of all sorts. And he starts showing you through it. But you don't.
Are there any?
You don't actually find anything that you're like pretty sure is Bruno's. It all looks. The only thing that jumps out at you as definitely being Bruno's is this one knife.
Okay. Are there any other knives?
There are.
Okay, cool. I want to point out a few other knives I want to look at too.
Oh, all right. Very good.
And I'm gonna take them, and I'm gonna do kind of a shell game, and I'm gonna try to lift his knife.
Okay.
And then try to pawn it off as one of the other knives and be like, nah, this doesn't really interest me. I don't think this. I think this is actually a really cheaply made barber knife. If you pass her.
Roll me a sleight of hands.
Don't fail me now! I rolled a 13. Which means it's 15.
He seems to be watching you like a hawk. So you have a tense moment as you're sliding them around and trying to like confuse him. And then, what about this knife? And this knife? And just when you're pretty sure he's about to catch you, out of the corner of your eye, you notice yet another dagger on the table, and you lift it. What about this one? And just as you do that, you slide Bruno's dagger into your belt, and it seems that he hasn't noticed.
Nice.
Well, yeah, you seem to have some interesting wares here. I know you can't. And I know you can't tell me who brought you some of these things, but a girl is looking to make some, connections there. Just because, like minds like to talk and chit chat, and maybe do some trade and stuff. So if there's a certain group or, job board that I could assign myself to.
Well, here at Merkelmeyer's Emporium, I ask no questions and I tell no stories. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're speaking of, and I've never heard of any such group ever in my life.
No, really, you haven't at all. So, like, if I knew where some of these things had come from, you wouldn't be concerned with me reporting it.
Sorry, did you say recording or reporting?
Report, sir. Fine, sir. Report. Well, I do have some fine constable law enforcing dwarven cousins in the area.
I just buy and sell things. I'm sure. I don't know if you have evidence that these items were ill-gotten, we will of course return them over to the authorities. Of course. Perhaps my wares are not quite to your liking, Miss. I'm very sorry that you weren't able to find anything that you desire. But perhaps down the road down there at Reichardt's, perhaps Reichardt's could help you better than I. And he starts trying to herd you out of the door.
Okay, cool. That's great. Bye.
Farewell.
I'm gonna stalk your shop. Alright, well, I got Bruno's knife, which is great for him. Gaffy might go down to the other pawn shop, but they're probably closed at this point, and we have a ghost to,
kill.
Okay, so yes, it is. Various of the shops are starting to close up. Gaffy, just give me a quick intelligence test.
Oh, God. Where did my bag go? There it is. Oh, God. The 3.
Okay, just as you're walking up to the shop, the shopkeeper draws the blinds.
Oh, rough.
Rude.
I'll put some dwarf scratch in the wall. Unkind buyer.
Excellent. You now find yourselves in this long street full of shops as the shopkeepers are bustling about, all closing down their shops and locking doors, and many of them lock from within and then head upstairs to their domiciles often, which appear to be frequently above their shops. But some you do see come outside into the street and lock up the shop and then bundle up in their coats and hustle off. But quickly, life in the street is vanishing.
Okay.
Were Indigo and I going to find some Temple of More? Is that
your plan?
I think that's what we were going to do while
missed it.
Yeffy was. Okay. Is that right?
Both. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it matters.
Go ahead,
Okay.
both of you give me fellowship tests as you move around about town and ask folks and try to figure out. So one of you, I think, has gossip?
Yes.
Yes, roll me
Oh.
gossip.
Just about to ask. 22.
Okay, great. So you were quickly directed to across the bridge. Oh dear, hang on just a second. Let's get this map back up. Okay, so across that wide bridge in the center, and then down the road, the large circular structure is actually the main temple of Sigmar here in Altdorf. So immediately as you ask about temples or places of worship, immediately they direct you to that. But as you get out, oh no, I'm looking for a temple to Moor. At first that seems curious, and then you get sort of oh, I'm so sorry, and they then direct you to continue to the southeast, all the way to the southeast wall. They say, oh, go all the way to the southeast wall. There's a large graveyard there, and there's a temple of Timur right there. They should be able to help you with to make your arrangements.
Thank you.
Right.
And you realize that this is now like clear across town, so it's going to take you a while to get down there.
All right. Well, you got to practice your walk anyway.
Yeah. Should we wait for Yeffy and go together?
Well, I guess we may as well if it's going to take going to take a while to get there.
The large temple to Sigmar you can be seen clearly here from. Well, actually, no. You guys are in the Mercantile District, aren't you? Nope. Yeah, that's clear. That's they're both far away.
So we'll wait for Yeffy to get out.
You wait for Yeffy, sort of at the edge of the Mercantile District as you're looking down the street of taverns, and Yeffy eventually catches up, and you are now the three of you gather in the Königsplatz, right just at the edge of the Mercantile District, and looking down the street of the taverns.
How'd it go? Did you find my stuff?
I didn't find all your stuff. He didn't have your bag. He didn't have your pants or anything like that. But he did have your knife.
The second most important part after my money.
Well, the money's gone, Bruno. You're just going to have to deal with the fact that your money's gone. Your money's gone.
Give me. Yes.
Here's your knife. Here's your knife.
Yeah. Let me just cut that mustache off right now, Indigo. I just want to get it. Feel it under my fingers.
Not right now. It's okay.
All right. I take a couple of practice stabs with daggers in both hands. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Nice and balanced. All right. Whew. Put those away.
All
well,
right,
we found where the temple was, so let's go.
Okay, so you're headed to the Temple of Moor?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I almost don't regret that one night we spent together now.
So
That's right.
Sleeping platonically, far away from each other.
Never touching.
Never touching.
You head across the bridge. You head down the road into the temple area. You see the huge temple to Sigmar, which is just massive. It's one of the largest buildings here. Perhaps only dwarfed by what you assume must be the Imperial Palace, which is just to the west there of the temple to Sigmar. Oh, I'm looking at the map, and you guys are not. There we go. I think there are actually numbers on it. I'm squinting now to see, but I think number 3 is the palace. There, you can see massive palace, and you head round this big circular temple to Sigmar, and you see many priests of Sigmar all scurrying about. And from there, you head to the southeast, closer and closer to the wall, further to the southeast, almost the very corner of this map as we're looking at it. And you see a large graveyard, and you can see adjacent to it a small temple. And now it is getting fairly late. It took you a good hour to walk all the way across town here to get down here. The sun is starting to set. Your stomachs are starting to rumble as you feel that it is definitely dinner time. But you see this temple to Moor, and you can see a couple of dark-robed priests or acolytes or something seem to be moving about the graveyard. So you see a couple of folks. It looks like maybe they're just tending it, shifting plants or cleaning off tombstones. And you can see this very small temple in comparison to the massive Sigmar one.
This isn't spooky or anything.
No, there won't be any ghosts.
Oh,
Well, there will be one
that's the
ghost.
point.
You know.
That's why it's here. So no ghosts.
Ah.
This is the least spooky place you could get, actually.
Oh,
All right, that's comforting.
great.
Great. So, is there like an inside area that we can go to
Yeah,
to talk to
there's
someone?
a small temple, a small like enclosed building that you could walk into.
Oh, great. I do so.
Excellent. Right.
Wow.
Yeah, I think.
So you head into the temple, and you can see it's just one open space in here. There are pews, and then at the back there's a small altar, and you can see that there is a priest there, all in long black robes, with tonsured head, sitting there or kneeling up at the altar. And as you open the door and step in, you make enough noise that he looks over his shoulder. He continues to mumble a few prayers as the three of you enter, and then he stands up and walks down the aisle to come meet you. And he looks very, very somberly at you, and he says, "And who's in the lead here? Is it Indigo?"
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he walks up to you, Indigo, and he's, "Yes, my child. Have you lost a loved one?"
Hello.
Do possessions count?
We have shut up, Bruno. We have a bit of a different problem that we hoped we could get some divine guidance for.
First things first. Can ghosts love?
Well, that is a very it's a very complex question.
Mm-hmm.
It depends very much, I suppose.
Oh.
Tell me of this ghost.
Well, what do you say maybe you woke a ghost up and he took a big chunk out of you and he drank a lot of your blood and so you pushed him off a boat. And then later on, you see him again and he looks different, like younger and stuff, and he just smells you like a big meaty steak and invites you to a party.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
This doesn't sound like a hypothetical. Very strange.
Unfortunately, it's very literal.
A ghost. Wait, what makes you think that this person is a ghost, my child?
Well, they were in a box full of dirt, and they floated around, and they were all misty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But Hans did whack it with a boat anchor.
Yeah. So he was solid. He was solid enough to bite me.
Yeah. And get whacked.
Yeah.
With a boat anchor.
Yeah.
He seemed to be really obsessed with blood. He liked blood a lot. My blood, specifically my blood. Drank a lot of my blood.
We didn't test if maybe your blood's just tasty to everybody.
We're being
think-
plagued by this spirit.
Yeah, right, we're haunted.
Yeah.
Rest here a moment. I think you should speak to Wolfram.
Who's Wilfram?
I will go fetch him.
Ghost
Please
expert?
just wait here.
Ghost hunter?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, fun.
And he walks out the front door and leaves the three of you in the solitude of the temple for a few minutes. Does anybody do anything?
I like him. He seems like a genuine guy. What can I pilfer?
We should have gotten Hans to come with us.
Yeah. He's the expert.
I might not pilfer
Frankly,
anything.
not,
There's really
not a lot.
anything.
Maybe a little bit of an incense or a candle or possibly a small prayer book. About the
Ooh,
only objects
incense.
that look like they could be pocketed. Yeah. There's definitely
Yes.
some like brass smoking implement hanging on the wall, which is giving off this incense smell. You assume there's some incense in there. Maybe you could poke around and find some unburnt incense.
Ooh, yeah, some unburnt incense. And I can rub it in my pocket. I'll smell just like saddlewood for like 5 years. Ooh, or patchouli. Just smells like the grave and hippies. It's wonderful.
Um, roll. Let's see. Roll me an agility test. You can use sleight of hand. You can use sleight of hand. How'd you
I
do?
natural 20.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm fucking incense. I'm sorry for swearing.
So you go over to the brass object, the smoking brass object, and you're looking at it, and you're getting ready to like figure out how to open it, and you go, wait a minute. They must keep the incense somewhere that's not being burnt. And you look around, it's on this pillar. You look around, and indeed you find a small box near the ground, and you lift that open, and you can see nicely wrapped up, packaged blocks of incense. And some of it appears to be labeled. Can Yeffy read?
No.
No. Okay. So you kind of just rummage through it a little bit, and you find some that look more carefully packaged, that you think perhaps are more expensive incenses. So you grab a couple of those, close the box, and shove them in your pocket.
I'll never know. That'll be fine.
Just as you finish doing that, the door opens, and you can see the priest walking back in, and he's followed by this gentleman in this kind of leather tunic. He's wearing a big, broad-brimmed hat with a sort of flat top. He's got a big sword buckled on his side and a pistol at the other. He comes up to your group, and he
this guy.
He looks and he kind of scratches his. He's got a kind of a rough, not quite beard, more just scraggle on his face. Looks like he's been wearing the same clothes for 3 days and hasn't slept in any of those 3 days. And he looks at you.
Same.
And he says, "So tell me about this ghost."
Ghost.
Oh.
Yeah. It's in love with Yaffe. Yeah.
Really?
It.
Yeah, once we
Or in
So-
lust, I guess. I didn't really.
Okay.
Really?
The whole story.
Yeah.
Hey.
A few
What?
weeks
Come
ago,
on. What? You know.
we were
she's
tasked
fine.
with transporting a couple of boxes to the
To a place.
Orlock estate in Callerberg.
Or like you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the boxes opened during the travels, and a creature jumped out that looked like
Ghost.
looked like a corpse.
A creature jumped
attacked us.
out of a what now, you say?
A
Box,
coffin.
big box, big coffin.
coffin.
Yeah.
A
Coffin.
coffin.
Yeah, it's full of
Covered
dirt.
in dirt,
Full of dirt.
full
Yeah.
in another
Yeah,
box.
packed in dirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it
Yep.
attacked us.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Was this
it
during the
bit
day or
Yep
at nighttime?
At night.
Nighttime.
Nighttime.
Okay.
But then-
Yep.
But then,
You know,
but then
Hans whacked it
Hans
with-
beat it with a belaying pin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pin. A belaying pin? Wood?
Well, not a belaying pin, like an anchor pin. You know, like a big hunk of wood. Just beat the crap out of it, and then it turned into a ghost and flew away.
Was
Right.
was it like pointed and jagged, or was it like round? The piece
No,
of wood.
it was like person shape. Oh. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that-
Roll me an int test, Indigo.
20.
Okay. Yeah, you remember that at first he swung it and he kind of missed and he cracked Yeffy in the leg, if you recall. Broke Yeffy's leg and broke the pin, and it became this jagged piece of wood. And then he came after the and it was actually, as you recall, it was that moment when the creature fled.
Oh. I expressed that to this guy
That was after it bit me.
after it bit.
It bit you.
Yeah.
Well, Yeffy was having a bad day.
Bit
I had a
you.
bad
Lots of
day.
blood.
He bit me and he
Where did he bite
was
ya?
eating me. He bit me right on my shoulder, right? Yeah, up near my neck.
Yep. That's you got a vampire. That's what you got.
What?
That's
What?
a vampire.
No, it's a
That's
ghost.
vampire.
A vampire?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What? Oh.
My name's Wolfram Schlab.
Wolfram Schwab.
Hmm.
So vampire, is that better or worse than a ghost?
Well, it depends really. Depends on what kind of outcome you were hoping for.
The
to be rid
Well,
of this thing.
It's here now, and it's asking me on a date, so I'm concerned.
I'd recommend you don't do that.
Well, he was very insistent, and he was very
Did
forward
he
about
stare
it.
into your eyes and like use his magics and like compel you to do it?
No,
he just
"You
yelled
must
at me.
come."
He said, "I must come," but I didn't feel like I was compelled. Maybe slightly
That's
turned
something.
on. That's it.
That's something they do that sometimes, with the eyes, and then they make you
Oh.
do stuff.
But he
What
smelled
are
me a lot.
He might be rich. What are the chances of Yeffy, marrying up here?
Well,
Getting in with the
it ain't
vampire.
gonna end that way. Let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
I've hunted vampires before. Vampires, ghosts, witches, what have you.
Great. Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's my job. I'm a witch hunter, registered witch hunter with the Empire. He shows you. He's got he like opens up his vest and he's got some like writ like stuck to his chest with this big like strip of paper and a ribbon and like a wax seal and a bunch of writing on it. Bruno, you can read, right?
I can.
Yeah. So it looks like some kind of like official proclamation, and it seems to be signed by officials and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Registered with the Church of Sigmar up there.
Oh,
Great. So,
an expert.
so what's the deal on
Let me tell you. Here are the possible outcomes. One, he eats you. He just drains all your blood and okay.
Yeah, we had thought about that one. That seems not good.
Two, he decides you're useful, or he likes you, or whatever, and he decides to enslave you as his minion until you die of old age because he can live forever. So
little
you just
better.
become
Little
his unwitting pawn.
Okay.
His
Stepping up.
His
Moving on up.
servant for the rest.
Still
of
very
your
Third
bad.
option's going to be real good though at this rate.
Third option is he gives you the kiss. And turns you into a vampire as well.
Oh,
They
that's
don't
the
do
worst
that
option
very
of them
often.
all.
They try to hold that back now, and it's not good. And I mean, I'm trying to get rid of these things. The Orlocks. I've heard of them. them.
Well, he's having a ball tonight at his estate.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I was invited. I got a +1.
Oh.
Maybe you want to get a dress.
Yeah. A dress?
Well, he said I only have to bring ladies.
Yeah, only ladies.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's.
So we'll.
Does that mean ladies still can wear pants? So you can wear pants too, but I don't.
All right. Well, and you want us to go in there and kill him, yeah?
Well, we were
The
going to go
marriage
in there
thing
and
isn't
kill
gonna
him,
work
but if you
out.
want to help,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're pretty anxious not to get eaten. That's
Yeah.
like, relatively high on our priority list here.
I wasn't expecting to see him, and he seemed to have been stalking me today.
Hmm.
Well,
he
I think.
appeared out of nowhere and sniffed me.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's not good. Well, here's what you could do, right? You could leave. You could just run, get out of town. Maybe you can escape him.
Yeah,
Or,
I'm still short like a grappling hook and a large sack. Go on, yeah.
We could go in there and we could kill him. I favor that option, honestly. Personally, if it were me, I'd kill him.
Let's kill him.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Great.
Do we get
you
some
can
of
get
his
me
stuff?
into this
Like,
party and you can point them out to me, yeah?
like if we get
Yeah.
him, we could take some of his things. Right, as a reward.
What?
Yeah, just some of his rich guy stuff.
Bruno,
no,
you're
stop.
putting it before the cart before the donkey or whatever. Calm down. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, that's fine. Later is good. Yeah. It's just I need a large sack, a grappling hook, a mirror, 4 pairs of socks, a clove
None
of
of these things
garlic.
are gonna help you. None of these things you need wooden stakes. You need some garlic.
No, not to kill the
You
vampire.
need
I'm not.
some holy water. We can talk to the father here about getting some holy water.
Oh, great. Okay.
Let's get some
All
of
right.
that.
Wow. Well, let's
Great.
work that great. We're not even going to have to do any of the hard work ourselves.
But,
All right, let's
we're all going in, right? And we got to dress like ladies, is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
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 We're gonna have to get dresses. So we need dresses, wooden stakes,
Yeah.
garlic,
Yeah.
and
Holy
some
water.
holy
How-
water. And
yeah.
I think
No, I
that'd
don't
be
want the
alright.
joke to be like it's guys in dresses. That's kind of offensive.
Yeah,
but
we can also
if you have to
dance.
wear dresses to get in, that seems you got to do what you got to do. I want us all to take it seriously.
It's fine.
I'm taking it very seriously.
I'm very
Okay,
serious.
yeah. You know.
I am.
I'm only serious when I gotta kill something, Bruno.
Okay. You know, in halfling culture, we wear dresses all the time. It's a unisex item.
That's fine.
One there are no halfling women, actually. That's the...
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's why we wear dresses, yeah.
So holy water, huh?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Look. I'll get the steaks, and I'll get the holy water, and I'll get some garlic.
And we'll do the dresses.
Rustle up some of these dresses, and I'll meet you at the Church of Sigmar tonight, and we'll go to this party.
And what size would you say you are?
Oh, well, I don't know, maybe I'd like to say a 12, but I'm kidding myself. It's more like a 14.
You could do it. Okay. You can pull it off.
So let's go with 14. He's got to keep a lot of stakes under there too.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not, okay, great.
Right, I'll meet you in 2 hours.
When I woke up this morning, this was not where I thought this day was going to end. I got to admit.
All right.
So where does one get a dress at
Church
this?
of Sigmar.
Kind of late.
When we'll go. Yeah.
Church of Sigmar. It's where we can get dresses.
2 hours.
Well, that's where I'm gonna meet you.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay.
But what about the dresses? Where do we?
I don't know. I ain't the dressmaker. Look, I know where to get steaks and garlic and holy water. I don't know nothing about dresses. You get.
I guess that comes up a lot more often. All right. Okay, great. We'll get dresses. Yeah.
All right. And
okay. I guess we
then
leave.
Goes to talk to the priest.
There's no halfling women.
Well, that's why my dad said I couldn't get any dates because there weren't any women. Just they don't exist. Tough. It's kind of a dying species. We're pretty rare. You should, you should value me more, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so I'm sure
if there were women, I'd have gone on tons of halfling dates. Little dates to little restaurants with little halfling-sized portions of food. But that just didn't happen when I was growing up because women kaput.
Yeah, that must be really hard. Okay, dresses or clothes, fancy clothes, I think, right?
Right.
So we
just look nice.
We had 2 options.
We did say we were ladies.
3 options. We could just say we're ladies. That's one option. We could sell that. 2, we knock out some ladies going into the place and take their dresses because we don't want them to get hurt anyway.
What if the ladies are also vampires?
Then we're dead.
Okay, so kind of high risk, high reward sort of there.
Yes, that's maybe not the best idea. Fine, Bruno, fine. Listen, so far I've been the only one generating ideas. Just throw it out there.
Okay. Look, Yeffy's already dressed like a lady, or at least good enough for Orlok, because he was already into her. Yeah. Indigo is a fancy man. I'll be the manservant. That's what was the plan originally, and we'll get a dress for the witch hunter because that does actually sound kind of funny.
No, we did tell we were all going to be wearing dresses. So.
That's true. Maybe it's unfair to just make him only wear a dress. Yeah. All right.
Maybe someone at the witch's cauldron has some outfits or something.
Probably. They brought us out some witch outfits for the atmosphere. But that is, as I recently learned, all the way on the other side of town.
Right. So we need something on this side of town.
Okay.
Can we, as someone good at gossiping, who can maybe go pick up some information about...
I could try.
Fast fashion?
As I leave, is there anyone on the street?
There are certainly people moving about. Now, this area that you're kind of in between the Temple of Sigmar and this graveyard. It seems largely residential.
What if we just pop into a house, take some dresses, and return them later?
That sounds risky.
You want us to steal from people?
No, borrow. Assuming we don't die.
I want to hail one of the people walking on the street, and I'm gonna put on my best Bretonian accent. And I speak Bretonian, so I'm gonna toss in a couple of Bretonian words, and I say, "Oh, excuse me, I am new here at Altdorf, and how do you say I am going to a party, and my dear sister doesn't have a dress. Surely your Empire people have some sort of emergency dressmaker shop or something like that."
That was perfect. Spot on.
Great. That is great. Roll me a gossip test, and I'll give you a +2 for your wonderful Bretonian accent and ridiculous story.
Oh my god.
How'd you do?
I rolled a 2, so that's a 5. It's a 5 again.
Magic number.
Okay, great. So for okay, so you do this to a couple of people. So you scare off a couple of people at first. You get a couple practice runs in as you like assault them with this horrible, bad Bretonian accent, and they just go, not me, and scurry away. And finally, you meet an old woman who says, "Oh yes, I have some old dresses from when my girls still lived with me. I could sell them to you."
Oh, that would be perfect.
Oh yes. 2 crowns each.
Oh, that is expensive.
They're very fine, much lace.
Does she have one of the kid sizes?
What about 2 crowns, 5 crowns, and 4 shillings for 3. One of them has to be very small.
Oh, a child?
About.
I might have something. What did you just offer? 5 crowns and what?
Half a crown, whatever
5.
that is in shillings.
Oh, 10.
Is 10?
Yeah, 10 shillings.
Okay. So 5 crowns.
5 crowns, 10 shillings.
10 shillings.
And one is child size. I'll see what I can rustle up. All right, it's a deal.
It's a deal.
And
Terrible plan.
She hobbles down the street slowly, and you're like trying to rush her along. And she finally turns into a house and opens the door. "You wait here on the stoop, young man." And she heads upstairs. And she comes back, and she actually brings 3 dresses down. One of which is child size. They're quite old. They're clearly out of style and sun faded. The ruffles are yellowing. When she hands them to you. 5 crowns.
Perfect.
10. 5 crowns.
Yeah,
10.
I pay her.
Excellent. They probably were quite nice a couple decades ago.
Excellent.
This is not right.
And I come back to the group with these dresses in armful of dresses.
Excellent.
I got it.
What, did you dig up bodies and pull them off? What is this?
Did you dig up bodies and pull off? Where are the dresses you got us, Bruno? Huh? Where are
You
those
said
dresses? Where are those dresses, Bruno? Where were you gonna get these dresses? Put this tiny child dress on. And I just throw it in his face. Gosh.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Excellent.
Great. Great, I put on this child's dress.
Okay, good. It does not fit well. But you put it on. You're wearing
Ah,
it.
you're beautiful.
Shut up.
And then you head over to the Church of Sigmar.
Hey, why didn't everybody else put their dress on before? Why is it just me?
Yeah.
Okay.
To go meet Wolfram.
Okay. You head on over to the Church of Sigmar, and you can see there's some kind of service going on. Right, the bells ring, and people are starting to file in, and you get a lot of strange looks. But as you stand around outside,
Yeah, I'm a little girl. What you looking at? Huh? Keep walking.
You stand around the outside of the church, and eventually you see Wolfram coming up, and he's got two big bags, and he comes walking up to your group. Ah, you did it, huh? All right.
Yep, got the dresses.
Here. I got some steaks. He starts laying out wooden steaks, and I got a couple bulbs of garlic. He's just sort of upending his bags that he's carrying, and here's a couple of vials of holy water. Like everyone should have one of these vials of holy water. So the best I could do, but they're glass, so you can smash them, or you can pull out the stopper with your teeth and you fling it at them. That might burn them. That might burn them if they're a vampire.
What about steaks? Do we all?
You
get
would jam
steaks?
that right through its heart.
Yeah. Okay.
Right through its heart.
Great.
I guess more.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And do you want the puce or the magenta dress?
Oh, give me the puce.
Of course, it'll look good on you, I think.
Yeah.
And then I think I should probably shave.
So, what?
Ah! I didn't.
I don't know. We're gonna find a barber surgeon this late at night.
Whoa! Well, let me tell you. Oh yes, I've been waiting to get this barber dagger under my hands. All right, who's first?
Excellent. Oh, all right. You got the lather and everything. All right. I'll sit down. He sits down on a crate, and you shave him. Roll me an agility test.
I really appreciate how this Wolfram guy went from meeting us to getting shaved in a dress in an alley in like an hour and a half. Like, it went from no time, you were like, hey, there's a vampire, and he's like, let's just do it. Let's fucking go.
You see a lot of strange things as a witch hunter.
I guess. I guess you do some stuff.
All right. To shave the face, to trim the beard, a 9. Ooh, that's not so good.
So it's blotchy. It's not the best job. You cut him a couple times, and now he's got like the paper stuck to it. Stop the bleeding. It's good enough. It's fine. Give me the dress. He straps a couple. He straps like a half a dozen wooden stakes around his torso, tied in place before putting the dress on over it. It's all lumpy and ridiculous looking. But he's got that, and then he's got his. He's got a bowl of garlic in one hand and a vial of holy water in the other. All right, I'm ready.
All right, Caster.
Yeah, right. Then I'll sit.
To make the bristle clear. Aha, an 11.
Okay, yeah, a better job, I think, than the previous one. He's
a little rusty.
Reasonably well shorn. I mean, there's still a little shadow there. Definitely is not, you're
Dark,
hoping that the party is not well lit. And
then the perfume.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, spritz us.
Yeah.
and Wolfram hands you a handful of wooden stakes and a vial of holy water and a bulb of garlic.
Excellent. I'll just stash those about me.
This took a very strange turn.
I like it.
Look, when I signed up for Warhammer, I don't know. This is not...
Listen, it's like an Icelandic saga, okay? Just roll with it.
All right. All right, I shoved my stakes down my dress.
Okay. Great. All right, I'm ready to party.
Yeah. All right, Yeffy, lead the way.
Yeah! Let's go. I'm ready to not be dinner. And
Okay.
Yeffy's gonna take the charge.
Excellent. So you head to the north end of town, still on the southern side of the river, but around the palace to the northern northwestern part, and it's quite nice here. Bigger houses, You start looking around. You find Rose Street. Eventually, you walk down the road, and you can see that number 12 has a lot of lights. There's some various torches out. You can see people. Well-dressed people are moving towards the building. Some of them being escorted by a link boy. So it's a young fellow with a torch, sort of lighting their way so they can walk down the road in not the dark. Mm-hmm. There's the house is kind of set back. It doesn't look like it's not the nicest house on this road, and it does look like there's evidence that it was recently attempted to be improved to look more attractive. So like somebody's recently mown the lawn, and the bushes are like they look a little dead, but somebody's made an effort to trim them into shape. But it still looks like an unkempt yard that had been left alone for decades that suddenly last minute somebody tried to make look decent. People are arriving though. And do you just walk up the front?
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. You as a
we
group,
sashay up.
You sashay up to the front door, and there's a man there in livery, and he leans in and he says, "Names?"
Deborah.
Deborah.
With her +1s.
I try to titter.
And everybody roll me fellowship.
We're really a fancy
13.
bunch of people.
14.
Yeah.
14.
19.
19.
He aced that roll. And we nudge Wolfram to get him to Twitter.
He turns. The man in the livery turns to face the main hall, and he announces quite clear and loud, "Deborah, und +1s." And the four of you proceed into the hall, and you can see here there's a long hall. It opens up into a large ballroom. There's little groups of people clustered about. There's a long table in the center, which has all kinds of nice-looking foodstuffs on it. Various meats and cheeses, and you can see other men in livery and ladies as well, serving ladies walking around carrying drinks. They're handing out wine to people.
Well, I haven't eaten dinner, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fit in and eat some food.
Excellent.
Ladylike.
Yeah.
Indigo's doing that as well. Yeffy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I trust the vampire. I'm a bit nervous. Liquor is probably more Yeffy's level right now.
Okay, so you grab a glass of wine.
Grab a glass of wine.
And Wolfram leans over to you and he says, "Well, where is he? Point him out."
Looking
Yeah,
around.
An intelligence test.
I don't know. Very good. 5.
You're not seeing him.
He's not here. He must be showering, or maybe getting a light snack on, or maybe he's just a late arriver.
So we spread out and search the place?
Yeah, let's split up. That sounds smart.
Yeah, all right.
Well, actually,
Does it? Right? That sounds smart.
I'll patrol this entry area by the table with the food on it.
Oh.
I'll keep an eye out here.
All right, I'm gonna go see if I can make my ways upstairs. Well, Wolfram stalks off, very unladylike.
Ladylike.
Stalking.
Ladylike.
Yeffy and Indigo?
I guess I'll shove a couple of hors d'oeuvres in my mouth, just cram them down, and then pick up a bunch of others and just have my hands full, and then follow Wolfram, trying to keep him in eye shot.
Excellent. Okay. Yeffy?
I'm gonna start talking to some of the other guests. So, come here often?
Excellent. Okay, so Indigo, you follow Wolfram, and he walks back to the main hall, and just as the gentleman in livery at the front announces the next guest, and everyone kind of looks and sees the next group of people walking into the hall, he dodges through a doorway, pretty lively. Do you follow him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Roll me an agility test.
A shrimp puff in hand.
Yeah, excellent.
10.
Okay, less stealthy perhaps than Wolfram. You follow through the door. You kind of look both ways to make sure no one's looking, and you poke through the door, and it leads into a side passage that is much darker. It looks like there's not lights here. It looks like this area is not part of the party, but you can see a staircase winding up, and Wolfram quickly running up those stairs. Very lightly, though. Very light of foot. You're amazed, actually, that a man carrying that much equipment and wearing such a big, swishy dress makes so little noise.
Incredible. I will, I guess, try my best.
Okay.
To follow him.
Okay, great. Give me another agility roll.
Yeah, I'm good at those. That's a 2.
Okay. Yeah, you go stomping up the stairs behind him, and pretty sure that anyone anywhere could easily hear you.
I forgot to change my shoes into the nice shoes I bought, so I'm still wearing my big muddy boots.
Yeah. Whoops. Forgot the nice shoes. Yeffy, you're talking to people, asking about the party. Roll me fellowship test.
Yeah.
We should have switched roles.
It's a 6.
6. Okay. So they seem...
I come here a lot.
You try to engage them in some chatter, and they seem a little... they actually immediately direct the discussion into... bear with me a second. They seem to be discussing some kind of festival that's supposed to be coming up in a couple of weeks. That's debating about who's going to go to this festival and who isn't. And you're just not getting quite the any information that you were looking for. They seem... They kind of disregarded. They kind of give you the cold shoulder a little bit, like you're just not quite fitting in with this group. They seem to perhaps recognize that your dress is out of date. That wait, you're not wearing one. Are you wearing one of the dresses that they just?
Did you guys get me one? Did you get me one though?
No,
I only bought 3.
I know.
Oh
Yeah, you
my
only bought 3, so
God.
I'm just wearing my robes.
Oh.
Wearing
bathrobe.
normal, right? So you definitely do not fit in well, and you're starting to feel a little self-conscious and a little guilty about you're starting to feel like you stick out like a sore thumb, and you find yourself kind of edging away from the groups of people over to a large window on one wall. You realize it opens out into a balcony, and you look out onto the balcony, and you can see a lone figure standing out on the balcony. And as you look out in that direction, it turns to face you, and you recognize the gentleman, and he says, "Ah, you're here at last!"
Yeah.
And that's where we'll end tonight.
Oh, no.
So what's
That
Triviana
voice.
gonna do? She's just gonna wake up. He's gonna wake up and be like, "I'm really sick. Where'd my friends go? Oh, a vampire party."
We'll maybe start next. We'll start next session with a little Trebbiano time to see what
Nice.
happens to Trebbiano and how he manages to arrive on scene at just the right moment.
Oh,
yeah, he's
man.
gonna get eaten as a steak, guys. To a burger. A
Excellent.
burger.
I also did not see tonight going this direction. This is amazing. Thank you all. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. I love it when you guys throw me for weird loops.
Look, once the vampire's voice came into play, it was obvious that any excuse to talk to him more was what we were going to do. Hear more.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I very much look forward to doing the vampire voice more next week. Hope to see you all then. Until such time. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.